It's New Year 2026 and I'm recording this one for the third time, so I'm pretty pissed off right now. Basically, yesterday I went out and I bought a 2026 journal and a calendar. Although I am not someone who cares a lot about documenting my life, basically I don't care if 100 years from now no one knows that I existed. However, at the end of 2025, TikTok and YouTube decided that they's gonna, I don't know, give me some yearly recaps that show me some of my progress. And although I didn't make a lot of progress, there is a little bit of progress there, and you know, they'll just make me feel like, yeah, that's kind of nice. Maybe I want to see more of myself in 2026. So this is the first time I'm gonna journal. So this is like the first time I officially own a journal for that purpose. So I decide that instead of setting resolutions, which more likely than not, I'm gonna fail them. I'm gonna track everything that I want to do more in 2026. I have my whole YouTube script right here for this video, but I'm not following the script because I'm so pissed off that I have to record this for the third time. So I'm gonna read from my script right here for you guys, okay? So first, I'm gonna read more pages. I'm not someone who reads a lot, at least not the kind of high caliber, informative or like difficult books. So I want to start reading those books. If you followed my channel for a while, you might know that I'm doing a study challenge where I study Chinese 1 minute per subscriber and English 1 second per view I have on my YouTube channel. And actually, that challenge is really helpful in motivating me to study more consistently. So I'm going to use the same idea. I'm going to read 1 page per watch hour I get on my channel. My watch hours are relatively low, so it is a very attainable goal for me. For example, last month, December, I got only 39 watch hours, which means my goal for January is to read 39 pages. I know that sounds very, very small, but for someone who usually reads 0 pages per month like me, that's a big step forward. Okay, what else? So in my journal, I will track the pages I read daily and then summarize them in my monthly highlights. Okay, second, studying more. Similar to reading, I'll track my study time in the journal and then at the end of each month, I'll total my study hours in my monthly highlights. Content creation. Since I create content for YouTube, I also want to track how much I produce. So I'm gonna set up a YouTube tracker where I'm gonna track how many videos and how many shorts I upload each month. I will also write down my number of subscribers at the start of the year. That way, at the end of 2026, I'll know how much I've progressed in terms of subscribers. My daily activities. Like I've said, I'm not someone who cares a lot about documenting my life. Like I don't care if 100 years from now someone knows about me or not. I've never spent much time questioning the meaning of my life. I don't say that's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying that's how I've lived my life, just mindlessly and cluelessly as much as the next person. And I've made my peace with it. However, seeing my 2025 recaps made me realize that maybe, just maybe, sometime I do want to see some of my progress. And that's why I decide I'm going to write daily. Nothing deep. Just a few sentences about what I did that day, and then I'll have my weekly highlights and my monthly highlights. In my monthly highlights, I'll include things like pages read, study time, books and films I watched, and memories from that month. I've always wanted to curate my wardrobe and keep only the pieces that I actually wear. However, that's not very practical for me right now, so I'll start by curating just my work outfits. I don't know how long it's going to take. Maybe it's going to be a process that takes weeks or months, so I'm not sure how I'm going to track it in this journal yet, but probably I'll just write about it in my daily pages. The final section of my journal will be yearly highlight. I don't know what I'm going to write in that section yet. So far I'm going to include 3 sections: books read, memories, and achievements. Hopefully I have something to write. You might notice that I have not set any goals, because if I set goals, more often than not, I will fail them. And when I fail them, I will think I'm not good enough. Maybe that's true. However, that kind of pressure is very toxic for me. So instead of writing down goals, I'm going to write down wishes. You know, you don't fail a wish. If a wish doesn't come true, it's just something that hasn't happened yet. You just don't fail a wish. You know what I mean? So I'm going to write down my wishes for 2026. And my 2026 wish is to be able to make money from YouTube or social media. At the end of the year, I will write out if that wish came true or not. And hopefully you're still here to, I don't know, witness my failure or my success. And that's everything about my 2026 journal setup. I hope you find your own way to keep improving yourself, and I hope we all have a better year this year. See you in my next video.